It's too hot. We're gonna die. Now, right off the bat, you may be wondering, Chosen, things look a little bit different than the last episode. And that is because, while I do love texture packs, I will have to say, I have not been the biggest fan of the texture pack that was taking over this entire pack. So let me actually show you how you could potentially make your pack experience way better in this pack. Now, if you do love having those textures that were in this pack, then just keep them for sure. The problem I was having was anytime I put an item in a filter slot, for example, right here, it had a huge icon that covered the entirety of the machine. And same goes for storages whenever we get into storage drawers from sophisticated storage. I just tested that out and it also causes some problems. So how do you go about fixing this and getting back to the vanilla while still keeping a lot of the other cool things? For example, like the cool textures and stuff of other items. Well, the first thing that I need to do is, well, go into my options, go under options and resource packs. And then under resource packs, some things that you want to disable from the right side by simply clicking this arrow over here is going to be the faithless, which is at the very bottom of the list. And you want to move that over to the left side. Also, the faithless UI is another thing that you probably want to move over here, and the Tetra UI. So the Tetra UI, believe it or not, is actually covered up by the Faithless, but is enabled anyways. But if you disable Faithless, you do need to disable the Tetra GUI. Everything else, for the most part, I see no problem with. The major change is coming directly from the Faithless texture pack, which nothing against that mod or nothing against that texture pack developer. But in this particular case, it is very overwhelming dealing with modded items and having the mix match of also all of the vanilla items changing. So from this point moving forward, we are going to be sticking with vanilla textures, which I personally really enjoy. I am not I'm not a huge fan of texture packs most of the time, unless it's just changing minor things. Like you can see my backpack still looks really nice. Everything still looks really nice in my opinion. This will also fix the weird texture issues that you may be experiencing while mining as well. And also, you may also be having this problem, as I didn't mention how I changed this, but if you are also experiencing this like radiation sound everywhere you go, well, I do have a fix for that too. Now this one's a little bit more complicated, but I'm gonna try my best. Hit the escape key in the top left of your keyboard and go to mods. And then we're gonna search for sound. And then you are going to find the Sound Physics Remastered. You're going to open up the config for this, scroll all the way to the bottom, and where it says Elevate Ambient Sounds, you want to make sure this is set to yes. And then just hit save. And then that will fix your awful sounds that just happen even though they shouldn't be happening, where your entire area sounds like you're in a bastion. So hopefully me changing these textures doesn't really deter you. Hopefully it kind of inspires you to do the same if you were struggling with playing this mod pack because of those reasons. So now with all of that fixed, we can get on with today's video. All right, really actually on to what I was wanting to do today. I kind of want to make an iron farm, a very simple iron farm at our base that doesn't actually involve villagers or anything like that. We can actually do this with the create mod. I just need a few items, one being a limited barrel. I did see some of you guys were wondering why functional storage is not in here. Well, I will say that sophisticated storage is a fantastic alternative to that. Not only do we get massive chests that can hold tons of items and be filtered and everything, we also have barrels, just like functional storage or the old storage drawer mod. Now, if we're going to be playing with create a bit more, I do want to make the engineer's goggles. These are going to be very helpful, and they actually go in our head slot. So we should be able to put them right here or actually have them equipped. And we do look pretty snazzy with them on. Now for this, we are going to need a millstone, which is going to be a new machine that we've not played with yet, and also a drill. So we're going to be able to create a cobblestone generator, put it through a mill, and then we actually need a fan to wash this. So all I have to do is grab my toolbox and let's set this up nearby. I think for right now, this actually might be the perfect spot. So let's first set up our barrel. So I'm going to have a barrel right here that is going to be a limited barrel 2. And then this has 2 slots. So this farm is going to end up washing gravel, and then that gravel is going to produce flint, and it's also going to produce iron. So the cool part is we can have two separate items going into this one inventory. Now, typically I like to work backwards whenever I start to build contraptions. So the idea is we're going to have something that gets washed right here. So I could have a fan that is blowing onto this belt right here, and the belts can actually be waterlogged, believe it or not. And so let's go ahead and set a line of belts just like this. And I think I have belts. Yep, look at that. So I now have a belt line. And I'm not going to worry about rotational energy or anything like that until after I get it fully assembled. Now, I do want a funnel right here. Now, the cool part about this is we don't need a filter. Even if we wash it from this block right here, we don't need a filter because we can filter the limited barrel. So you could do this without even having brass. Now, to make this as compact as can be, I'm just going to go 2 blocks away, and then right here is going to be a millstone. Now, this millstone is going to contain a funnel on this side, and it also needs a funnel on the other side. Now, for the next part, I'm going to be using a limited barrel, and then this is going to store our cobblestone. I'm going to use a chute to collect it, which is kind of like a hopper, but this only holds 16 items, I do believe, at one given moment, which is a great way to kind of limit your supply. Also, a lot less laggy than an actual hopper. Then on top of that, I'm going to place my casing to just kind of give my mechanical drill sort of a location. And I'm going to place the drill on there, and we should be able to rotate this to facing that casing, because this right here where the casing's at is where the cobblestone is going to be generated. Now for this, I'm going to be using the Chosen approved cobblestone generator. And of course, in newer versions of Minecraft, this is a lot easier to make, but we can actually use a stair just like so and some trapdoors. And if we set the trapdoors on the side of this, believe it or not, this actually contains the water, and we can make a very, very compact cobblestone generator. The lava on the other side is very simple. It's just a container that is going to house it with some trapdoors. So if I place the water inside of the stairs, we'll see that the water doesn't spill out. And all we have to do is get some lava to place right here. And perfect. I now have my lava bucket from down underground. And as soon as I put it right here, this, there we go, generates a cobblestone block, which we then can mine. Now, I believe if you use stone, it would be a little bit faster for the mechanical drill to mine. And then to create a stone generator, this just needs to be setting, I believe, up top. So you could have the stair, I guess, up top instead of where it's at. I don't know. Something about the way this looks just is really nice. Now for this setup, what I'm going to do for the drill is I'm just going to place water wheels on the sides of a gearbox. I'm going to use 2 regular water wheels, and we just have to have these both rotating in opposite directions from each other. And this is not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but this will get us a nice supply of iron early on. So if I place the water on this side right here, that should get it spinning in a direction, right? We just need both of them to be spinning opposites of one another. So let's grab this water. That one will start spinning, and we can see the other one is spinning in the opposite direction. So let's also give it some water. Now, if they are touching like this, even though this is spinning, this one's not generating stress units. You can see in the top left, it says 0 SU, whereas this one says 256. But as soon as I give it water, we're going to notice that this will then give 256 stress units. So with this spinning, we should be able to gear ratio up about 1. And then that should be more than fine for right now. And it's going to be a lot of gear ratioing early on. We could use a speed controller, I guess, right at this point, because we do have brass, but I want to build this out of everything that doesn't require brass just yet, because I feel like the brass, we just obtained it way too early in this pack. I really wish that that was maybe not a thing. I almost feel like it felt kind of cheaty. So now with the gear ratioing in, I feel like that's a decent speed. And then we just need to apply a vertical gearbox right here. And then that's going to start generating cobblestone. It's not going to be fast. This is not meant to be a very, very fast process, at least not yet. Now, I think I might be able to utilize this at this speed and using some encased chain drives to get some rotation over to this belt. That should be fast enough for spinning our belt. Now, for spinning our millstone, this still might be fast enough, actually. And an interesting way of doing the millstone is using a gearbox on a belt, just like we have here, placing the gearbox right beside it, and then using a cog to spin the millstone. And so that actually gets that spinning quite nice. And so now we should be able to put a funnel on here and start to get some cobblestone into our millstone. And this will actually hold 64 cobblestone as it goes to mill. And then whenever it is finished milling, it will output the gravel on the other side. And there we go. Embrace the grind, as it says. This is just going to go directly into here, but that's not exactly what we want. We actually want this to be filtered, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. But first, let's go ahead and get our fan. Now, our fan I kind of actually want to bury our fan. And to do this, we will place a fan that is blowing up like so. And we actually could have this waterlogged right here, but I'm actually going to place it one block down and just have the water down here. And then down below, I'll just use a water wheel because we don't have to worry about this needing a lot of stress to go this very short distance. So for this, boop, we'll just place down a very, very simple water wheel. And then if I go ahead and pop out of here, I should be able to then grab up a little bit of water. And this is going to be so nice for early game. Having a way of just producing iron like this is going to be so nice because Create is so iron hungry. It requires so much. Now I've got to figure out what direction this actually needs to be spinning. And so depending on the side of water I put on, you can see this is actually pulling. We actually don't want it to pull, so I need it to go the other direction. And so I can just change the rotation just like that. So now we are kind of washing. We got to put some water here. But as soon as we do that, this should be ready to go. So I'll just fill in the rest of the dirt that we have here. And as soon as I put water here, this is now technically washing. But now we got to filter this. So I'm going to take some flint. I don't think I have any flint on me right yet. But if we were to block both of these slots right now, we should be able to actually get this to work. So let's actually fill both of these slots right here with wood. And then we'll notice that the gravel will actually set here and will wash. And then we can use that product as a way to filter our barrel. So perfect. It has just washed, and on this belt, we now have some iron nuggets, and we also have some flint. So with that, let's go ahead and pull this out, everything that's on here, and we'll put that there, and then we'll put the nuggets on the bottom. And now this will actually wait until it converts. And once it converts, it can then go into the barrel. Let me show you some inventory stuff with this barrel though. We can actually open it up, and in the settings, we can go under the memory slot. And this is like functional storage's lock ability. And what we can do is we can just lock the slots right now. So even if we were to pull out all of the flint, it still holds its inventory filter. And there we go. We now have some easy filtering with the functional storage mod. Pepper, don't kill me. I meant sophisticated storage. Now this setup is very, very slow, but it is a very early game setup for producing iron. Now, what we can actually do is chunk load this area. And if you didn't know, in this pack, you can actually chunk load. So this area on the map, we can select it. And to do that, I just right click and I drag. And I can go over here and click claim selected. And now, just like we had FTB chunks, we can do basically the same thing. But if I want to chunk load, I can right click this area, for example, that has our create stuff, and I can do force load selected. And now this little section right here is chunk loaded. So even if we leave this area, this should still continue to generate our materials. Ooh, you know what? One change that would actually make this a little bit faster is if I actually moved this here instead. So if I actually put the vertical gearbox right here, we can actually put a large cog onto the side of this, and that will actually increase its rotational speed just a little bit. Can't leave this going this slow, so I'm actually going to speed it up even further. I went ahead and extended a gearbox off of here. I'm going to waterlog this belt, and I'm going to have two fans that are facing into this block right here. So I'm going to get those powered up, but I'm also going to put some large water wheels back here, and we are going to re-gear ratio this. By the way, the fact that this can actually do this is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm going to end up redoing the entirety of this. And so the way that this is going to take place is I actually should be able to get away with using maybe one large water wheel. Now, doing gear ratioing backwards can be a little bit confusing, but I should be able to go backwards from this, thinking the small cog is on the main, and then just kind of continue from there, going to large cog, and then back to small cog, and then making sure that I go ahead and I use an andesite casing here to keep this nice and compact, and then placing it right there, and then just rinsing and repeating this process going down. And so just like this, I have this set up and I have the large water wheel facing down. And if I put the water right here, this should jumpstart. And now this is a great example of showing belts can actually move vertically, and we should be able to extend this over. But as soon as I do this, you're going to notice, uh-oh, that one water wheel is overstressed now, and everything stops when things are overstressed. But I should be able to fix this by potentially adding more water wheels. And believe it or not, 2 vertical wheels laying on their side will actually provide enough stress to get this going. Look at that. It's now actually working with 2. Now, placing them vertical like this definitely allows you to cover up the ugly mess that typically is water wheels. Water wheels are great for decorative purposes, such as at our base, but for machines like this, you probably want to cover it up early game. Later on, we'll be able to make way better power that we can centralize and then use everywhere. But for right now, water wheels are probably the best option for speeding things up, specifically the large water wheels. And so now this is going a lot faster, and I would say is a lot more effective. Something else to note, by the way, if you wanted to be a lot more fancy, we can actually make these look nicer, these belt lines, by just adding a casing to them. And it doesn't cost anything at all to do this. It's actually free. Now, another bonus of this farm is that the gravel will build up until I put a brass funnel here. The gravel is going to start to build up. When that builds up, that means our cobble will build up, and cobble is going to be a great building material. So this is a cobblestone generator, and it's also an iron farm all in one. So now with the create part out of the way, let's go ahead and do a bit of exploring. Now, this map has been lingering here, the Nexus map, and it sounds so interesting, but I really want to actually try and journey out to find this. Now, this seems like it might be a big journey, as judging by the little dot in the top right, it's pretty small, which means we're significantly far away from it. So I'm hoping that we can actually reach this place. And I have no idea what this map is going to offer. A Nexus, the idea of a Nexus is sort of like a place where all of your sort of like teleportation things would be, or something like that you would do like in the Nether, like a ton of Nexus portals, like just a place where everything's centralized to teleport elsewhere. So this will be pretty interesting to see what this actually is. So let's head out on a journey and start to explore while we let our iron slowly but surely build up. Now, judging by my map, it appears that southeast is where we need to go. So if I face north, we can see it is somewhere, or actually maybe we need to go southwest. Yeah, we're going to need to go the southwest direction based on this map. So I might as well get a move on and heading in that direction. Now, I did bring a bed. I have some water. I have some food for this long journey, and I'm hoping things turn out pretty nice. It seems like we're going to be going in a direction that I haven't actually covered yet. So we're going to be also discovering new things along the way. Speaking of discovering new things, what is this? Grave soil. Ooh, shards of the past. Okay, grave metal scrap. What is this used for? Grave metal. Ooh, we can make some nice gear with this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I definitely want to like try and find these then, if I can. There's also candles, which I really like the idea of just having candles. Ah, these are great for building, and a lot of mods actually use them. And farming bees is something that takes quite a while to build up. I can tell on this journey I'm gonna get so distracted. These are hummingbirds. Look at them. Oh, they're so cute. Man, Alex's mobs just add some really neat mobs. Oh, I can grab another iguana. Okay, we need this. I just need to take this and grab it and bring it home. Oh, we got something after me. It's moving slowly. All right, I'm gonna pick up the chameleon. Okay, I'm gonna pick him up. What is this guy? Oh, that's a gorilla. You're so okay. Yep, I'm already getting sucked into this. Okay, we still need to head. We need to keep going this direction. But I did get a couple of things that we actually need. By the way, if you remember, the chameleon drops some very special things once a day that will allow us to make our armor withstand temperatures a little bit better. Oh man, that lizard down there doesn't... I'm pretty sure I've seen those lizards before. Are these the ones where they're like, their salivary glands are poisonous, like their saliva's poisonous? Oh, I've got to get out of here. It's like a monkey statue. There's all kinds of cool things. This journey is going to be quite the journey, because just judging by all of this I've got to go through, getting a horse through a swamp, this is going to be very difficult. I don't know how I did it, but we seem to have made it across that water. Oh, I figured I would come across some interesting structures along the way. This one right here, I hope it's friendly. I have no way of knowing. I mean, we can always knock on the door and see. Oh, there's pillager signs. Oh, that usually means this is a pillager encampment of some sort. I don't hear them though, so... But they are probably here. Hello? Oh, this is like a pillager outpost. It's just a decorative one. Hello? No one's home. There's okay. An iron ring. I feel like that's a crafting ingredient we're probably going to need down the road. Oh, another corrupted eye. Okay. That's fantastic. We need that. I'm going to take the arcane sands, and this is a tattered tome. And then we get a goat horn. I will take that and some bottles of enchanting. And, ooh, a scroll from iron spells and spellbooks. Okay. This is a heat surge, 30% reduced armor. And slime balls. I will always take slime balls. Ooh, do I have onions? I guess not. I'm going to take those too. I'm going to continue back on my journey after grabbing that loot. This is going to be nice. Definitely want to loot as much as I can because there are a ton of items that we can only get by looting. So judging by the map, we are getting pretty close. It does appear though, if I take a look at the northern direction facing that way, we do need to now head west and can just continue straight west, and we should start to uncover more of this map. I've stumbled upon a redwood forest. This is a beautiful biome. Look at these giant redwood trees. Just hovering above us. Oh, wow. Okay, a lavender field biome. This is a beautiful place. Oh, and there's bison. Okay, let's continue on. What an insane journey this is. Making my way all the way over here. I mean, this is a very, very long journey. Must be getting closer because notice the dot in the right. It's getting a little bit bigger. That means we are getting significantly closer, and eventually the map is going to start uncovering itself. I need to quit falling into holes. That is a big problem. I've not made it there yet, but there is something up here. Is this villager or no? Is it friendly? It's hard to tell. I don't see any pillagers on the map. So, okay, there is a zombie. Let me get rid of the zombie. Ooh, there's chests though. Okay. Ooh, nuggets of experience. Oh, this is create. Wait. This is create materials. Oh, there's a mill. There's all kinds of create stuff in here. And there's also a spawner up there. Interesting. Okay, there's some gearboxes. Does that mean this over here is also create? That'd be fantastic. Okay, doesn't seem like there's as much create stuff in here, but this is definitely... Ooh, there's another saddle and pumpkin pie. And there's some bricks in here. Nothing in here. What is up top here? Some arrows? Oh, urn. Keep my item back. Okay, so I hear mobs in here. But this is another little, a little nice building here. Oh, there's a chest over here too, hiding. Piercing and quick hands. Ooh, quick hands might actually be good. And then a crafting blueprint. Crafting blueprints are kind of cool. They kind of allow you to like right-click recipes on the wall. Which is kind of neat. It looks like this house is like hiding some stuff though. Like, how do you get up there? I didn't see like a room. Oh, I guess it is peaked like this. Interesting. So the other building is definitely create. These barrels have a lot of stuff in them. I'm going to try to take all of the experience if I can. I don't have a lot of inventory space. Even though I'm going out here to discover what this is, I still don't have a huge amount of space. Ooh, I do want to take this. This is why I brought an iron hoe. So that way I can harvest these a lot faster. And it also lets you harvest crops in a much bigger area. There's also another structure right here. Ooh, that has some guards, it looks like. Ooh, that took that guy out. I just go into this place and just start shooting everyone. That just sounds awful. Oh, no. Who needs a bow when you have a... Oh, I have an inaccurate gun. I have to aim. Got him. Quick scoped. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting structure. But this is going to constantly be spawning these things due to that spawner right there. Which I might be... Oh, there's multiple spawners in here. Oh, this is going to be something that we definitely have to come back to. I want to keep finding and looking for that Nexus. A little, like, quaint area with another toolbox. Oh, I kind of want to take the toolbox here. Okay, I'm going to take the toolbox. And I'm going to actually put some of my own stuff in here. And now I have another toolbox. Look at that. Because these actually cost a little bit of gold to set up. Wow, yes, there's another area. What in the world is that? Oh, this must be iron spells. That is crazy looking. They're floating. Like, I could probably easily deal with that. But, maybe once we have our own iron spells stuff going. Ooh, but on this journey over here, this I am very familiar with. This is a Blue Skies building, and this is an Everbright portal. So this is a portal to the Everbright, and down here should be a villager that sells us the flint and steel to open that portal. But there's nothing in the Everbright right now that is going to help me out a lot. By the way, taking a look at our map, look at this. We're starting to uncover the map, which means this is nearby, like very nearby. This is such a cute little starter house. This is like something I would build. I wonder what's in here. I mean, it may be a cute little starter house, but is there more to it than that? Oh my gosh, there's a little cute bed. Oh, it is it's just a cute little starter house. I love this. So apparently the Nexus is going to be right along this water line. Somewhere over here. Just right along this river's edge. So apparently it's right over here. Maybe it's underground because I don't see anything above ground. But I did notice there's this massive Stonehenge looking building over here. I would like to, investigate. Okay, so it's very similar to the one that we have near our base. And then there's a pillager area right here, which we've seen that has a ton of farm animals. Okay, so is this going to be underground? This place here? I mean, I can dive in the water, but I'm not seeing anything in particular while being underwater. But we can always dig down and see if we uncover anything, so long as we're standing roughly where this is at. Now, I typically would never suggest this. I am very far away from my base, but I'm going to try my best, and it looks like we can gather some coal in case my pick burns out, and I do have some wood on me. So I've now effectively started to reach the deep slate layer, and I've not found anything just yet, but I'll keep mining. And hopefully we find it, because we are right where the map says we should be. By the way, I totally forgot. We do have Tetra in here. I really need to get into some Tetra stuff, and we can make some really nice Tetra tools eventually. Ooh. The Nexus challenge complete. Okay, so we have made it to a Nexus. I just haven't uncovered it just yet. Maybe it is right below us, though? Oh, okay, so there is... Ooh, okay. Oh, there's spawners all down here. Oh, this is kind of cool. But my pick just broke. Okay, thankfully, we do have the ability to craft like a furnace, and I can make myself a pick. Oh, I don't have a whole lot of time, though, because I am definitely very limited with my breathing. Remember, we do have the breathing, and our tank is slowly running down the longer we stay down here. Oh, this is unfortunate. Okay, I've got to do this, and that will make a pickaxe, a copper one, which I believe should get the job done. Its durability may not be the best. Is there an entrance to this? What is this? What is that? This is kind of cool looking, though. Like, I have no idea what I'm actually looking at. But there's a lot of mobs down here. If I could figure out a way to maybe get to an entrance, then I might be able to mine my way back up, and then we'll have a nice entrance to kind of figure this out a bit more. Okay, I can now see this a little bit better now. But still... Oh, okay, so it's like a portal room. Like, this is... Oh, this is like a portal to a couple of different mods, I think. Are these guys killable with this? Okay. It looks like I can take them out with the gun, but I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get through here. So long as I don't have to worry about any of these mobs, really. Okay. It is very hot here, too. Okay, these guys... Oh, our vision. It's too hot. It's too hot here. It's too hot. We're gonna die. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, it's way too hot here. Okay. We've got to get out. We've got to get out. We're gonna have to come back here some other time because this is, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. Oh, that is crazy. The effects from it being way too hot. Oh, that is interesting. So that is wild. Okay, so I did discover the Nexus. However, I don't think I'm ready yet for the Nexus. There is still a lot of early game stuff that I really need to wrap my head around before I can go adventuring into places like that. Whew, what a journey that was. I definitely know now that I need to better equip myself because this gear and this back tank is just not going to be enough. Oh goodness, I have another rusher after me. But can I be quick enough? Ooh, my aim is not good. What? Come on. Okay, whew. By the way, I seen the wolves over here. I was like, I wanted to see if I could potentially tame one or two. I would really, really love to tame them. Come here. Come here. No, 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 come here. Oh, quit getting hurt. What are you doing? How are you even getting hurt? Wait, why are they running away from me? Okay. I was hoping maybe I can make them my friend, but maybe wolves in this pack, you can't tame them? Wonder if they act like cats, where like if you linger, they look like they have like cat AI. Like what if you lay like this and I sneak up to them with some bone? There is definitely something about them. I have rotten flesh here. Oh, rotten flesh. Oh, that seemed like it worked actually. Wait, I gave them rotten flesh. Oh, I gave him bone. That one's good. That one's my friend. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. Okay, what about the other one? It ran off over here. Like maybe right now. It's under a tree? Oh, come on. If I had one more, I could breed an army. I mean, honestly, you will have to do for now. And it had an emerald. Wait, they can pick up items too? Okay, I wonder if this thing, by the way, has anything under it. Oh my goodness, it does. Look at that. And please have something in it. Okay, it doesn't have anything I need right now. That is an emerald block though. Man, I was hoping for more bone. So I think this journey was a success. We ended up getting ourselves a doggo. We got Chad back. I now have Chad, so we can bring Chad home. That's going to be the hard part, is getting Chad back home safely. But so long as we travel on the ground, Chad should be able to teleport to me. The heck, I just ran into this massive herd of cows. And I think he's hurting them. No way. This guy is hurting them. Okay, I got him. I got him. Get rid of these guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, and now I can just farm all of these cows for leather. This honestly makes me question, who's the actual pillager? Me or them? Either way, this is a lot of leather. Oh man. Not only leather, it's also a lot of really good food. I will definitely say that was pretty good overall. We have a ton of steak and also plenty of leather. So I've almost made it back home. Man, what a journey. What a trek that was. That was quite the journey. And looking at this, we now have quite a bit of iron that's actually built up in that time that I went journeying. Now let's not forget something very important that we ended up finding right at the beginning of our journey, and that was the chameleon. So I am going to take my chameleon here and let's go ahead and get this guy a little home. So I'm going to place a chest down here with a chute on top, and the chameleon I kind of want to go right here. So let's build this guy a little bit of a place, because apparently every day this chameleon will molt. So at the start of every new day. And so what we should be able to do is get our chameleon right in here. There we go. And we now have a nice little chameleon that should be producing, it's like scoots, kind of like a turtle, I guess. But this is going to be something that every day it should molt and eventually I'll make this glass, but for right now, this guy's going to have to stay in this position. And this should be a pretty decent farm for him, because whenever it molts, it should go immediately into the chest. What a journey today was, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that beautiful notification bell so you'll be notified when I publish another video just like this one. Also, check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ChosenArchitect, where I do live stream 3 days a week, and you can always find me there if you're looking for more content. Also, check out the second channel where I do post the VODs if watching the live is not something for you. And now, without further ado, I do want to thank the huge supporter of today's episode, and that is going to be a huge thanks that is going to be going out to Minnie over on the Discord. Thank you so much for supporting me in one of the best ways possible, and guys, I do appreciate it. So check it out, discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. You don't have to support to join, you can just join, and we have an amazing community over there, and I'd love to have you. And guys, well, I will see you, of course, in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye!